There's been for the last 100 years or so since Sigmund Freud, this pattern in psychology to break the human mind, to break people down, to destroy strong people, and to overall create a society of gummy worm, meat. Weren't your parents there for you? Feel the pain. You notice how almost every culture and every civilization has said, oh, I'm feeling pain. Is this pain serving to increase my survivability? No. Okay, pain is gone. You notice how if your pain is too much for you to handle, your body wipes it out? How many people have, been shot or stabbed or cut or fell and broke something and didn't feel it? That is a healthy and normal response to pain that cannot be experienced. If it's too much trauma, too much pain, too much PTSD, and your brain wipes it out, there's a reason. That's okay. Now, obviously, there are therapeutic modalities or methodologies that serve to open the pain momentarily so we can get the thing out that's causing the psychological, spiritual infection. But what a lot of therapy has done is it has focused on pain. I was a victim. Help me. Pitiful. Pay me some more money. And it's a beautiful financial model. Thank you, Freud, for a wonderful, unsustainable financial model. Because after 8 generations, the brains of the humans are so, jellified that they're just like Winnie the Pooh, full of fluff and useless stuff. I have feelings. My feelings hurt. My feelings. Well, the strong survive. And strength is not in ignoring what hurts or completely ignoring it, right? But you face it when you have the resources to do so, not when you need to do other things. And so therapy, just be aware of that. If you're ever being called to pity yourself, oh, you were, abused some way as a child 30 years ago. What relevance does that have now? Why are we bringing this up? Because you need to come to terms with, no, I need to make more money, or I need to have a happy family, or something like that, right? Oh, well, if you dig into the pain and feel bad about yourself, and then you'll have a happy family. What? Have you ever noticed that, so many families that go to therapy, they fall apart, divorces, everything? Use the therapist for what they are there, to strengthen, empower, uplift, encourage, and make you more of a productive, harmonious citizen within the human story. Let your therapist activate your apex nature. If you're feeling sorry for yourself, if you're feeling worse after therapy, switch therapists. If you feel capable and able to go out there and conquer the world, and you found new tools that will make you more harmonious and more successful and productive, you found a real useful professional. So just keep that in mind. Never sacrifice your power for pity. Well, people will let me off the hook if they feel bad for me. And so let me be pitiful. Well, why'd you slap him, ma'am? Oh, because he said something offensive and sexual to me. That's assault, right? You can go to jail for that. Yeah, but he said something that I thought was sexually offensive. I feel like I was abused. Just be accountable. Yeah, I don't have emotional control and I don't have accountability. And so I decided to use physical violence instead of working with my own internal issues. Oh, you see, that's the path of power. And that's why so many look at communities where they're victims. Oh, we came from slavery, the legacy of slavery. Well, guess what? Well, if that's your legacy, you're never going to make it. Maybe choose a different legacy. Maybe look at the 8,000 years your people existed on the planet before that, instead of the last 200 where they were whipping you and putting you in chains. Choose power over pity, power over self-pity. Oh man, my job is beating me up. I don't like it. Well, guess what? I chose the job. Okay, well, I made a decision to be here. Okay, well, guess what? There's my power. Choose power over pity. Therapist says, well, don't you want to think about the past? And don't you want to come to terms with the pain that you were feeling? No, I don't. Because guess what? When I leave here, I'm going to be depressed. And then I'm going to go, not be depressed, I'm going to feel depressed. And then I'm going to say, hey, doctor, therapist, so I need you to write me a prescription for an antipsychotic or an SSRI. Okay, here you go. Now you're addicted to something that's eventually going to destroy you. Choose power over pity. Power over pity. Choose to be powerful, not pitiful. Now, again, you can choose to be pitiful, but that's not the apex path. That's not the Christian path. The Christian path, the true Christian path, is to be the architect, the author, the writer, the director of your life story. Why? Because you're a child of the Most High God. There are other gods you can be a child of. You can be a child of Satan. You can be a child of the one they teach you about in church. Or you can be a child of the Most High. And say, you know what? All of the trauma, all of the suffering, all the pain and difficulty that I experienced coming into this world, that made me a killer. Grit your teeth when you say killer, like a tiger. I'm being crazy here. I'm joking. But what I'm saying is, tigers get slapped around. Lions get punched around. Lions get kicked by zebras and giraffes because they can take it. Do you think a bunny could take a zebra kick? No. Being apex matters. So drop a like if you have a soul and if you like yourself and if you got a functioning brain. And then I'll say hi to you. Otherwise, I'm not going to waste my time on you because you're wasting my time. But never get in there and start feeling sorry for yourself or feeling bad for yourself because some therapist with a monocle and a white jacket told you need to feel bad about yourself because someone did something bad to you when you were a little tiny kid. Okay? Oh man, my grandma slapped me in the face when I was 3 years old, and that was so abusive. I don't know. Were you screaming? Was there a bug on your face? And we don't know. Ask her. Why did she slap you in the face? There was a giant poisonous wasp on your head that was about to sting you and cause you to die, and you're gonna sit there and be all traumatized about that? But your feelings matter. No, they don't. They only matter if they help you get from where you are to where you want to go. And that's it. I would love to read that. I'm going to have to read that later because I am sitting in a car that is moving. How about that? At an increased velocity. So I thank you for the comment. I will check it out later and respond. I don't even know how to do that. So put it in this video, like copy and paste and just put it in the video when it's posted. For real. Maybe I'll see if I can, I don't know, make that pin it if I think the comment is worthy. Even if you don't like what I'm saying, and you disagree and you do it respectfully, please do just throw it in the comment section and I will pin it and respond to it. Because there are people that have said I thought were absolutely asinine, and I'm like, you know what? Hey, this is something I can work with, and I pinned those comments, even if they were like trashing everything I was saying. So just be intelligent and respectful about it. Otherwise, I'll just delete it. Like read 3 words and be like, delete. But yeah, choose power over pity. That's me choosing power over pity. I can sit there and go, let me read this whole thing that's gonna jeopardize my confidence, or nothing can jeopardize my confidence, but it's potentially going to take me off my game, or I can just delete it and move on with my life and act as if it never happened. That's called choosing power over pity. The body has wonderful ways of cutting itself off from trauma. Like I said, I've seen people that were shot, that were stabbed, run over by cars, arms and legs ripped off. And, they're screaming and losing their minds. And I would be interested to see if they remembered all of the stuff that I saw when they were going through that. I'd be interested. And I know that in a lot of cases, a lot of people don't. Their brains just erase it. It's like an Etch-a-Sketch. Shake it up, done, gone. It's deleted forever. And it's supposed to be that way. Some trauma you don't need to go back to. You just say, okay, that was that past. Somebody told me I was abused somehow. Okay, well, good. I don't feel it now. If it's, I'm not doing any of that stuff to other people, so I'm just going to cut myself off from that path, like it says in Isaiah 43:18-19. Cut yourself off from the past. Joshua 24, cut yourself off from the pain. Just cut yourself off. You don't need that. I know it's easy to get into pity because it's like, oh, life was so hard and this bad thing happened to me, and Oh, those people were so mean and bad. Oh. But then it's outsourcing your autonomy. It's outsourcing your power. Thank you for the comments, guys. And it's like saying, hey, you know what? I could conquer the world, but, you know, I'd rather cry for myself. I'd rather moan and complain and feel pitiful for myself. I've been through some exceptional experiences, and that's what makes me Apex, is that I am still here and I'm killing it. But if I had at any point stopped and given up, I would have stopped 15 years ago. I would have stopped 17 years ago. I would have stopped 10, 11, 12, 8, 2, I would have stopped so many times. I would have just given up. Life is not for existing, it's for living. And when you're living, you're going to experience some unpleasant things sometimes. Those unpleasant things, you're made for those. You're made for that. It's like a fish freaking out because he's in water. You're made for the water. An alligator freaking out because he's in the river. Oh, you're made for it. So you're made for the difficulties. You're made for the challenges. You're made for the broken heart. You're made for the people beating you up and telling you you're a piece of shit. You're made for all that. Now, you're made for it so you can get through it, not so you can be there forever. So keep that in mind. If your therapist sits there and goes, oh, I see an angle. This is going to extend these sessions for 16 more weeks. Oh, wait, what did they say to you when you were 5? They called you the N slur? I don't know what an N slur is. Is that like a slurry made of N's? I don't know. What is it? The N word, naughty, nasty, knuckleheaded. Well, that's okay. Nice, naive, niziere. What is it? You know the other one. I don't know what you're talking about. Can we move on, please? Oh, you know what I mean. No, I don't. Next. Was that the word you're talking about? That N word? Next? No? Never? Nincompoop? Choose power over pity. Choose power over pain. So that you can rule the world during the golden age. You don't want to rule this gummy worm world. This is a bunch of idiot people, and they're not idiots because they're bad, worthless people. It's just that they've chosen that, and also they've been conditioned to have that because of this, the system and the cabal. Who they don't, they're irrelevant. The cabal and all that. It's all irrelevant, but it designed that world, and those people live in that world. God bless them, love them. Like Jesus said, forget about them. Jesus literally said, forget about them. They're stupid. I don't know, don't condescend them, but just forget about them. Keep moving. Hey, choose power over pity. As long as I have signal, I'm going to talk. Choose power over pity. Choose pleasure over pain. And so how can you choose pleasure when you're in a relationship and someone's hurting you and they're breaking your heart and they're cheating on you? Well, you know what's more pleasurable than just sitting there and taking it and forgiving them? Breaking up with them, which hurts, and then getting into a relationship that works and then forgiving them on the other side of that hell. Oh, it feels good to cry. I know. Sometimes it's orgasmic, because you're releasing and you need to cry. You need to let things go. But the point of crying, the point of throwing a tantrum, the point of being angry is letting it go, moving on. Watch children. They know what to do. God said, look at the kids. I sent you a teacher. He came through your vaginal canal, lady, mom. I sent you your teacher. You carried your teacher in your body for 9 months, unless you were like a godless heathen that killed him at month 1. But, right? I mean, some people have to do that, right? Whatever. But, right? The children are teaching us all the time. Watch a child. You can't have a candy bar, Billy. Whee! They throw themselves on the ground and they flip out. Beautiful. I love seeing that. Like I literally, I'm a little sadistic. I saw this little boy, he was crying, and I was just like, my heart was just laughing. I love kids so much because they're just what they are. And so that's what, choose pleasure over pain. Choose power over pity. Ladies, I'm talking to ladies specifically, because there's a lot of girls that get caught up in that cycle of dramatic pain and pity. And then he did this, and then he was a narcissist. I'm always cautious of women that use the N word. That N word, narcissist. Okay, are you a psychiatrist? Can you assess him and diagnose him with narcissistic personality disorder, or whatever the hell it is in the DMV, or the DMV, DSM now? No, you can't. Okay, well then, how do you know he was a narcissist? You don't. Okay, well let's start with that. Okay, so you can't diagnose it. Let it go. Ladies, take accountability. The most beautiful, the most powerful, the most successful, most amazing and attractive women are women that have prayer. But it's true. Accountable women are the most sexy women on planet Earth. If you want to be in the top 1% of women, just be accountable. You will beat out all the competition. I was going to go somewhere with that, but I'm not going to do it. Okay? So if you're a lady, you're watching, practice accountability. I know that it's harder for women to be accountable because of a lot of men. Men go around, I'll save you from your feelings. Just come and cry on my shoulder. Look, I did that too. Those aren't real men. Those are boys trying to save mommy. All right? Ladies, be accountable. Choose power over pity. Choose pleasure over pain all the time. It's built into your body. You already know this stuff. I'm stating the obvious. Why do you think we go for pleasure? Why do you think we eat things that are sweet? Why do you think we eat things that are fatty? Why do you think we do all that stuff? Your body knows. God designed your body to show you the truth. Oh, but then you take drugs. Aren't those pleasurable? No, they're not. Have you ever taken a drug and then gone and sat down afterwards and then looked in the mirror and be like, I feel great? No, you feel like trash. Duh. Don't do it. Go get an ice bath, right? It feels like you freak out, but then afterwards, how do you feel? Amazing. Like you could conquer the world. Like you love everybody. Your eyes are bright. You're amazing. The body knows. Listen to the body. All right? Stay away from pity. Stay away from pain. Oh, I need to go to my therapist and talk about my issues. Why do you think so many people that go to those therapists that promote pain and pity and self-pity, why do you think they're chronically having divorces, chronically having bad relationship with their kids? There are a lot of things my kids do and say that I don't really agree with, but I love them, and I'm like, I'm not them. So why do I need to change them? Why do I need to fix? Why do I need to like understand and create space? I don't need to do that. I'll be me, they be them, and it is what it is. Choose power over pity. Choose pleasure over pain. That's the key to life. It's how you become one of God's favorites. We are rare, but you can join us. Stay Apex.